If you turn on your television, your newspaper, read your newspaper, flip on the internet, you're going to see something about fear. We live in a culture of fear. To those who are alert, there are SWAT teams going through people's doors, up to $70,000 a year for the simple possession of marijuana. We're packaged fear from our politicians. We're told to fear terrorists, our next door neighbors. We have the government actually watching people who are taking pictures of monuments or whatever, reporting them to the police. And some of those people, some of those people are getting investigated. The Department of Defense has been spending billions of dollars on local police agencies, sending tanks, armored vehicles, flak jackets, helmets. So the culture's become totally militarized. What we're seeing is the cowing of a population. It's happened in historical regimes before, where the army or the police basically in authoritarian regimes takes control, and people who exercise their rights in the streets, as we saw with the Occupy movement or other movements. Some of the Tea Party people, you get sprayed in the face. Some people get shot with rubber bullets, tasers. The police have all these devices. Enter the war on terror. The war on terror is the logical endpoint of constructing governmental policy based upon fear and paranoia, marked by constant surveillance, torture, kidnapping, extrajudicial killing by our own government, our president acting as a hitman, sending drones out to kill people, even American citizens. This has resulted in the loss of our rights, and it's the culmination of a mentality of fear cultivated by the political elite, and amazingly, it's willingly accepted by the American people. A real case in point is the Department of Homeland Security in the aftermath of 9/11. Supposedly, the Department of Homeland Security was tasked with protecting the American homeland from terrorist threats. However, the DHS, as we call it, the Department of Homeland Security, has become more of a domestic army than a security agency. For example, in March 2012, defense contractor ATK agreed to produce 450 million hollow point bullets to be used by the Department of Homeland Security and its Immigration and Customs Enforcement Office. The Department of Homeland Security also placed another order after that for 750 million rounds of various ammunition in August 2012. The Department of Homeland Security is not the only federal agency buying such militarized equipment. Consider that in August 2012, the Social Security Administration placed an order for 174,000 rounds of hollow point ammunition to be distributed throughout their offices throughout the United States. It's unclear why the Social Security Administration, which is supposedly tasked with sending out checks to people to make sure people can live on some kind of income, would need hollow point bullets. Hollow point bullets are killer bullets. In other words, if they hit you, they enter your body, collect flat flesh, and there's a huge hole in the back of you. If it hits your arm flies off. When I was in the Army, we were restricted and not allowed to use hollow point bullets because of their killing nature. So the question is, why are these agencies, federal agencies, is this part of the fear and paranoia we're seeing? Why are these agencies buying hollow point bullets, billions at a time? The Department of Homeland Security and the Social Security Administration aren't the only federal agencies beefing up their ammo supplies. In August 2012, believe it or not, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, which houses the National Weather Service, requested 46,000 hollow point bullets to be sent to locations throughout the United States. The Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration later released a statement claiming the ammunition is intended for the Fisheries Office of Law Enforcement. What we're seeing, I think, is not only fear and paranoia being peddled by the government, but our government has bought into fear and paranoia. Hollow point bullets, as I said, are intended to kill. And believe it or not, a populace that realizes that the man standing across from you has got a hollow point bullet and he's dressed in a Kelvar helmet and looks like a stormtrooper coming through your door, you're going to hit the floor. There's no more asking for a warrant or for your rights. No amount of freedom has ever been won by standing around and not saying something about these kind of things. These are very dangerous moves. Again, why would the Weather Service and the Social Security Administration need hollow point bullets or bombs, for example, or coming soon, drones? So our freedoms are hanging in the balance. These are all facts. These are all footnoted facts. In fact, you can go to our website and read my commentary, and I'll make sure I'm getting the right title for you here. The Politics of Fear in America, a Nation at War with Itself. The Politics of Fear in America. We don't have to be fearful, though. We still have our Constitution. Stand up for your freedoms, folks, or it's not going to be long before they're going to be gone.